Okay, so I'm all set to work my main color, which is the blue, on a row 1A. So that is a right side row, row 1A. So what I'm going to be doing is barking or brioche knitting the stitches with a shawl and adding a shawl with a yarn forward, slip one yarn over to anything that doesn't have it. Okay, so I'll work my selvage stitch first, and this is just a knit on every row. Work that with my master color. Okay, so my first stitch is a yarn forward, slip one yarn over. So you want to bring your yarn to the front of the work. Okay, so it's in front. Slip purlwise, bringing your yarn from the front to the back of your work and brioche knitting the next stitch. And so here we have the shawl going over top of our first yarn forward, slip one over, and then we've barked that. Again, yarn to the front of your work, slip this stitch purlwise, bring it around to the back. So what you want to watch for here is your yarn over just lays over top of this stitch. What you don't want to do is add another yarn over. Okay, so now if I were to do that and knit into the next stitch, this is where you can get into it's confusing, because on your next row you're going to think you have two stitches that need shawls, when in fact you've just double yarned over. And so I saw that a few times tonight, and it hit me on the way home that that's how we were getting off pattern. Okay, so in order to undo something like that, because it's easy to do, you want to tink back. And so all you're going to do, normally you would just grab the one stitch. Make sure you just grab the shawl that goes with that stitch that we just worked as well, and keep that intact, and then just remove that extra yarn over. Okay, and so I'll just do that one more time so you can see. So it's yarn forward, slip purlwise, bring that yarn that's in the front just over top of the needle one time and lay it there, and then knit your stitch, and that's it. So we'll do that again. It's a slip, yarn forward, slip, lay it over the back of the needle, and it's all ready to go into your next knit stitch. And by locking that in with a knit stitch, it sits over top and is now considered your shawl in brioche. So I'll continue working that. Yarn forward, slip purlwise, yarn over. So yarn forward, slip one, yarn over. And that's all considered one stitch. And then bark. And you get both of those there. Yarn to the front, slip one, bring it over top, and bark. And then we're at the end of the row, and then we're just going to work that selvage stitch, which is just a knit, and that's just to keep us in pattern. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to do the slide, because we've got to go and work that row one more time with our contrast color, and that'll be in the next video.